What's up, guys? LJ Crypto back with another video. If you like my content, please subscribe, hit the share, like, and comments button. And always know that it is my goal to help you become financially free through the crypto market. So let's get started. So in this video, I want to talk about Facebook's stablecoin named Diem. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So we got an article talking about that. Somebody giving their opinion and giving a basic understanding of what this stablecoin will do. So it talks about here, 2021. It's been a big year for crypto, which I agree with as well. We've been having a lot of adoption. A lot of people, getting into crypto, NFTs popping off, DeFi popping off, all of that. A lot of projects come into space. So yeah, this has been a pretty big year for crypto as a whole. So the world's largest social media network, Facebook, developed plans a while ago for a global digital crypto, but after a while, regulators get in the way of delaying Facebook's plans, and instead, Facebook rebranded it. It used to be called Libra, and now it's called Diem. And this time, so it used to be, managed by Libra Association, but it's the same association. So it's being directed by a different organization instead of Facebook, but they renamed their company or whatnot. So let's see. So this is a stablecoin that will be permissionless payment system. Of course, blockchain is all about permissionless and being able to access crypto without any permission, or without trying to go through like a middleman. Unfortunately, there is some sort of system that happens, of course, with buying crypto as a whole, but for the most part, blockchain tries to stay as permissionless as possible. So yeah, like it says here, once again, Diem Association will oversee the entire project instead of Facebook. This for transparency. I like the sound of that. Facebook is more towards centralization. I feel Facebook's data it's all run on one server. Blockchain is all about decentralization and nodes taking all the data, blockchain network taking all the data. So and the company has different sectors of its economy, which includes technology, fintech, telecoms, VCs, and nonprofits. So initially, this coin was not decentralized. So while the goal is to be permissionless, the current plan is for Diem to run on a permission blockchain. So permissionless but permission blockchain. Wonder what they mean by that. I do know that regulators want stablecoins to, especially the major stablecoins like USDC, USDT, to act as banks, which I really don't like. But maybe that could be translated to DM. Maybe that's what they mean by permission blockchain. So this is so. It is so because the development team has not yet developed a robust solution that can handle permissionless transactions for billions of its users. Okay, so that's why they want it to be permission for now. And enthusiasts hope that this will change in the future. In the long run, Diem will help gain will help the world to gain access to financial services easier and faster. USD, Euro, British Pound, and other major currencies will back up the Diem project. Um, let's see. So, and if this gets approved by regulators, Diem will function as a full-scale central bank that runs on the blockchain. Okay, so yeah, it still will kind of. I don't get what they. I don't get what they mean by. First, you say permissionless. First, you're saying that it's permission, right? Currently, but then you later on you want it to be permissionless, but then at the same time you're saying that it will function as a full-scale central bank. Um, well, hey, we'll see how this runs, how this Diem stablecoin will operate when it actually becomes a thing in the future. So we look at this. This was a picture I assume was made by Cointelegraph. So the payment system, the Diem global payment system is built on a secure, scalable, and reliable blockchain. Coins are backed up by a reserve of assets made up of cash or cash equivalents and very short-term government securities. People can use these coins on the network, on the network, and open and inclusive financial infrastructure. So pretty similar, very similar to the other stablecoins like USDC, and USDT, and yeah, all the other major stablecoins. So yep, okay. So this goes into the different sectors of Diem. Basically, again, digging deeper into this project. So the Diem crypto is a blockchain infrastructure with scalability and trustworthy security that serves as the technological foundation of the payment system. So this is open source on GitHub. If you don't know what GitHub is, basically a website where you can look at other people's code and you can look at their repositories, set of folders, look at different code files as to how that helps to make that project as a whole. So the source code written in Rust can be accessed by all and sundry. So Rust is a coding language. One of the coding languages used to make core blockchain projects. Usually developers will use maybe Solidity if it was being built on top of Ethereum, but Diem, since it's using Rust, it's making its own blockchain. So yeah, that's what that is. Uh, let's see. It affords scalability and will help the infrastructure to host several projects. Diem is also developing a new programming language called Move for building smart contracts and executing custom transactions. So Facebook wants to make another programming language that does the same thing as Solidity. Pretty interesting. Very interested to see how that will look in the future. I doubt it would, my opinion, but I doubt it will outcompete Solidity. There's also Viper too, as well. Viper. So let's see, Novi digital wallets. So while it's pretty easy to build a digital wallet after ongoing renowned practical classes, Novi is a sophisticated wallet that requires all the time and attention you can afford. So Novi Financial, one of Facebook's companies, is developing this digital wallet. And it used to be called Calibra. And Novi is a standalone app that we expect to support integration to WhatsApp. Mr. Instagram, and other platforms. Its ease of use is already mind-blowing. So Novi Wallet is going to be Facebook's crypto wallet, and then of course most likely that's where you can easily access this Diem stablecoin. Uh, all right, let's see. So the Diem coin is one crucial component of Facebook's new global digital currency project. It has a solid backing of Diem reserves, which includes cash assets or cash equivalents. There's also government securities for the short term. Uh, According to the dev team, the coin will not be mineable as Bitcoin is and others like Ethereum, Monero. In its initial stages, only Diem associate members can process transactions. However, Diem plans to fully transition to a permissionless proof of stake system within the first years of its launch. And by initial stages, I'm hoping they mean before it's publicly released, because or maybe meaning they're going to be the node operators. Because if it sounds like they're going to be the node operators, the initial release of Diem, then that sounds pretty centralized to me. Uh, but they are aiming to become a proof of stake network, so that's pretty good. So values driving Diem. Let's see. So people ought to own the right of control over their legal labor and outcomes. More people will have access to financial services. Global payment networks should be open, cheaper to use, and have higher speed. Uh, this translates to better economic opportunities and more commerce globally. Uh, People will slowly build their trust in a variety of distributed forms of governance. In addition to supporting ethical agents and consistently upholding the integrity of payments, people and institutions are responsible for driving the growth of financial inclusion. An open and much broader payment system with unmatched levels of interoperability, along with high compliance standards, should follow the governance and design practices. So, by the sound of this last bullet point, um, maybe I would assume one of their goals is to uh, communicate with different blockchains. Let's see. Also, through governance sound, it sounds as if they want to establish their own DAO. So overall, what their goal is to just, provide uh, a fast payment network and provide more financial services and better economic opportunities to others. Let's see. So how does Facebook plans to use Diem? So we have remittance. Uh, Users should expect remittances and money transfers to be easier and stressless. E-commerce, create better economic opportunities, and effective global e-commerce. Shopify will ensure that the e-commerce site owners can easily integrate the coin. So yeah, basically bring more. Basically, have e-commerce more accessible. I would assume, such as Shopify, Amazon, maybe Instacart, uh, stores like that on the internet. They use digitally. Cross-border payments. Diem can help bring down the cost of sending funds cross-border, which is already as high as 6.5%. Being a crypto with adequate payment systems in place means that Diem is entirely digital. Uh, Transactions will be pre-programmed to its database, uh, and operating costs should be significantly less um, than traditional remittance channels. Uh, so yeah, lower cost of use and a higher market share for cryptocurrency users. And then there's governance, of course. Governance is crucial. Compromising the functionalities and features of Diem is impossible. Um, this ensures that the project can help to serve as a model monetary alternative for the passage of financial goal and governance. Uh, so let's see. Government agency transactions for various public welfare fair tasks, in addition to grants and expenses in the public domain, will help to benefit the public. Facebook does not have sole control over Diem. It is not possible to misrepresent the use of Diem against the public interest. Um, let's see. So this is how Facebook Diem, the first Facebook Connect. So Facebook Connect launched 2008, and this allows users to connect their Facebook friends, identity, and privacy to sites on the internet. Um, Diem is a permission and blockchain-based system of payment that includes a private cryptocurrency. So, is this going to be a privacy stablecoin? Maybe they'll word it wrong, or maybe that's actually intentional. So we're at the end of the article, and it talks about risk with Facebook's Diem coin. So let's see. It talks about Libra, the initial project. So Facebook Libra generated various debates. People were debating about the sovereign, some believed it would rival, independent currencies, while others looked at its technology and data privacy issues. Those who believed it would replace independent currencies may have gotten it wrong for several obvious reasons. And those who considered the project involved Facebook data violation history, monopolistic nature could be right. Facebook has been in a lot of fire. They've been under a lot of trouble these past few weeks. So, if people are concerned about privacy issues, I wouldn't be surprised. Facebook, is centralized, very centralized. It favors the bigger people on the platform. So, I wouldn't. People have the right to, be concerned about privacy issues. The Libra currency is said to be backed one by one with traditional currencies such as USD, Euro, Yen, etc. Libra, the supposed secondary currency, will be an alternative to its base currency. Is incorrect. This raises the question of how a secondary currency relying on a primary currency for value will replace it. That being said, there's a possible threat that it can manipulate users' data. So today, anyone can build a crypto payment system from home. However, the defining factor is that reputable organizations with verifiable track records and back up Facebook's Diem. So giving out my final thoughts about this stablecoin, sounds like it could be beneficial it sounds like it's making promises, not necessarily promises, but it's trying to state out, what its goal, what its existence is for. But um, due to Facebook's nature, there's privacy concerns and centralization concerns. And just from me reading, this, it kind of is, they want to, they're using the blockchain to make a permissionless system, but at the same time, it kind of sounds centralized. They said that initially it'll be a permission blockchain, and that only the Diem Association will process transactions. So and what I could assume from that is that they will be the node operators, like validators, and not other users. So it kind of sounds centralized to me. I could be misinterpreting it, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting it. They do say that they are providing governance. So it kind of, I don't know, it kind of sounds contradictory. I mean, we'll just have to see. Me personally, when this comes out, I'm just step back and see what happens. I'm not going to personally necessarily invest in this myself. I just want to see, what will happen in the next year, 6 months of the launch of this coin. And yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. That is the end of the video. So that is the basic idea of Diem. And yeah, we'll just have to see how this will do when it's released. But once again, if you like my content, please subscribe, hit the share, like, and comments button, turn on the notification bell whenever I come out with a new video. Check out the description below, and I will see you in the next one.